The Ninja Turtles. I've been a fan of the Ninja Turtles since I was probably 2, maybe. So needless to say, it feels like I've played a lot of their games. But as always, there's a lot of those I missed. Mainly those that came out on systems that I didn't have at the time or had no interest in at the time. Just like the Game Boy Advance. I started to develop a real fondness for the Game Boy Advance library, mostly because I look at it like a mobile Super Nintendo, and the beat-em-ups on the Super Nintendo were sweet! The GBA came out when I was 16 years old, so I had some other things on my mind then. And I was playing everything I could on the Xbox, so I missed a lot on the GBA. But as some may say, it's never too late, even here near 20 years later. I recently went digging through my GBA drawer and discovered some Turtles games that I've never touched. So now is the perfect time. Let's do this! Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the Game Boy Advance came out in 2003 and was based on the Fox cartoon series. This was a cross-platform release that I played on the Xbox personally, but this release is a side-scrolling beat-em-up. My favorite. You play as the Turtles, of course, each with their own mini-story that breaks down into 4 acts per turtle. The combat feels really good, and the animation is also great. But there's really one complaint I have here with the animation. What is with that walk? All the other Turtle games I've played, they all have their own walking animation. Like they're actually walking, but in this one, the Turtles just do the electric slide for a little while before going into a full-on sprint. It's sort of weird. I swear I've seen this animation before somewhere, I just don't know where. The story for each turtle is told in a PowerPoint presentation format, and overall it's really dry to read through. But let's face it, when it comes to a beat 'em up, no one really cares about the story. We care about the action. There's plenty of cool looking baddies to beat the tar out of here. The bosses are really sweet looking, but there is this one bad guy that doesn't walk. He just jumps everywhere. This guy must have muscles like the gods. The first few levels I breezed through, they were pretty easy, but it was during the Michelangelo chapters, the difficulty took a real spike. I was personally playing it on normal, and you have unlimited continues, but each time you continue, you start whatever section you were on over again with the same health you had when you entered that section. I died over and over and over and over again on some areas. Another weird thing is health. Typically, when it comes to the Turtles, you think, Ninja Turtles, you think pizza, health, right? No, not here. Here, the Turtles are gurgling down ooze. Yeah, that's a little weird, right? Yummy. Doesn't that just sound refreshing? A nice green tube of ooze. But there are some surprising acts along the way. How many Turtle games have you played where, you're beating up the Foot Clan, then the next level, you're Raphael and Excitebike? Or stomping mutants as Mike, and then suddenly you're skateboarding in the Sonic bonus level stage? These were honestly a surprise to me and definitely helped break up the repetitiveness of a beat-em-up. Pretty cool. After completing the first acts for all the Turtles, you unlock the final fight against Shredder. But first, the final level has to put you through an endurance stage, with a classic beat-em-up trope of the elevator level. Then you're graced by Shredder, and this fight will absolutely kick your ass. Again, here, I died over and 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 over. Until finally I was able to beat Shredhead. At the end of the experience, I actually had fun. I'm not sure if just playing this game on easy would solve some of the difficulty issues I endured, or maybe I just suck. That's probably it. The game took me about 3 hours to beat. If you're a fan of the Turtles and beat-em-ups in general, this is a fun little title. It was especially cool seeing the levels that were inspired by other classic games. And seeing the Turtles in those environments were something that I'd never thought I'd experience. So if you're into retro beat-em-ups, definitely check this one out. If you like what you saw here, you might like my video on X-Men. Go check that out. See ya!